started well. He's there in fifth spot, just ahead of Steve Hoover, who completes the top six. And it's Bill Cowley who leads with Peterboat chasing him.
So Cowley right back to the as he looked to take that position then through in towards Charlie's, and he's built a little bit of a gap now between himself and Peter Bowe. He crosses the line to lead the first lap, but David Bartholomew is closing in
he is progressing. That big group of cars is involved in just heading down the park straight now. That group is headed by Jake Doherty. We've also got Chris Goffin there, who's been had so many podiums over the years. So he's quite much further down than what we tend to expect of him. But up front, Bill Cowley's going away. He's always so strong in these first parts of the races, and he's putting away from Peter Bowe. Probably aware that David Bartholomew he'd expect to be pretty quick, and Cowley trying to make the gap early on, as Peter Bowe now has David Bartholomew very much closing down the track. Ahead of Peter Bowe, Bartholomew with the quicker than the leader Bill Cowley. The gap's over 3 seconds at the moment, but now that Bartholomew's ahead of Peter Bowe in the second, he's looking to chase down the race leader, Bill Cowley, the double winner last time out of Brands Hatch. He turns into Mansfield. Second, Bartholomew. Third is Bowe. Fourth, not all the way too far, is Mark Glover. Then quite a big gap has emerged between him and the fifth race car of Richard Jenkins, who's under pressure to keep the race for the next about and that's the upward back in the 10th place. David Bartholomew getting his way past Peter Bowe, finds his way upward and now I expect the challenge last quarter, then I'm working on the Richard Jenkins had a best result 7th this season, so both going well here in the battle for his 5th place, heading up towards Park Corner. Bill Cowley, who you mentioned there, still growing quickly and keeping that gap therefore over David Bartholomew. So the top 4 might spread out now. Cowley, Bartholomew, rather back to 6th position there. Darting the first bit of about the 9th now, which is Dave Hodgkin, who's continuing to progress through from the back of the grid, has caught Hugh Davies. So this is a good drive for Dave Hodgkin. He hasn't done that much racing in recent seasons. He's going to get another touchdown for now.
Job of holding on to that lead from David Bartholomew. Then it's Peter Both in 3rd place. It looks like he had that move done.
And Andrew Kemp, much like Dave Hodgkin, started from near the back of the grid. There's another place for Dave Hodgkin as he passes the Matthew Unwin-driven race kit Falcon. Next on his list will be Ian Barley in his similar car. So this will be Ian Barley as well now, so he's into 7th. And Andrew Kemp chasing those down as well, just behind. So plenty of positional changes behind the top 6, Kieran.
And safety car has been deployed. Safety car's left its station there. So safety car deployed. So the right, the little Cowley will come across the line first. From that safety car, Cowley's looking over his shoulder because he was doing a good job. David Bartholomew. It was 4 seconds, but now that's going to be absolutely wiped out. Very, very slightly chance at the end of this race to see if he can mount a challenge against Bill Cowley.
Yeah, that wasn't in Bill's playbook really, because he was made that gap at the beginning. We've lost during the course of this race Dan Welsh, Simon Barnes, and Martin. It's out of my view, Kieran, and out of your view to perhaps it through the Hall Bend section.
Perhaps it is, but with that safety car deployed, as we've already mentioned, David Bartholomew will start to sort of rub his hands together. We may not get many racing laps left, but it's certainly an opportunity for David Bartholomew. Flat bend and truck make its way beyond the Hall Bend, so I think your assumption might be absolutely right. It might be just somewhere at the Hall Bend's hairpin and possibly the entrance in towards the final corner. Nevertheless, though, it will provide a good bit of racing action towards the end. And I wonder if you're the racing, as you said, Bill Cowley probably wasn't in his script for a safety car to be deployed. That gap he was building had been wiped out. Also a chance as well for Peter Bowe to see if he can try and get that position back and see if he can get ahead of David Bartholomew and to see if he can get himself up into 2nd place. And looking at it, it was Dave Hodgkin who's up to 7th place, so I don't know whether he would have wanted a safety car or not, because he was on a hard charge. He's now in 7th place, having not missed out on qualifying, so he's done a fantastic job already, but he has fewer racing laps to get more positions done.
Yeah, that's right. So he closed that gap in, but then he probably would have closed it in anyway with pace. So depending on how long we get, if the safety car comes in this time, I think if the recovery is quite quick, the safety car can be taken behind the barriers of the airport section. When the safety car comes behind, it's like coming in straight lane,
up going on at the top, because that's the safety car slowing them down so we can take them through the incident zone. And they'll make their way through the ball bends towards the hairpin and make their way around Barn. We have just under 3.5 minutes left of this race to run, so again, it will depend here on if they take another lap, which it looks like they're going to, and we'll see there. We might get 1 lap's worth of racing at the very end, but yeah, we'll see when the safety car goes. Here it comes in, out of the final corner at Barn. Safety car stays out with the lights flashing, and we have just over 3 minutes left to run of this race. We might get 1 racing lap, depending on how the recovery takes. This might even, you know, if they're lapping at the slower pace they are, 3 minutes 50 under the safety car, well, either the safety car comes in and into this lap to get 1 lap's worth of racing, or it's straight ends on the safety car. Yeah, that's like sometimes what happens with safety cars over there. There's 1 racing lap at the end. Ready and waiting, so we should be going racing next time around.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times this year, Kieran, where even if the 15 minutes has elapsed, we do give them the extra lap. Like I say, finishing behind the safety car isn't really much fun, so we give them the extra racing lap at the end for sort of having this slow run behind the safety car. So therefore, hopefully, we will get that extra racing lap to look forward to.
Yeah, hopefully we do indeed, and it'll be a case now, it will be 1 lap for Bill Cowley to try and defend from David Bartholomew. He had that later race pace, didn't he, against David Bartholomew, but at one point in this race, Bartholomew was lapping quicker than Cowley, and 0.3 of a second is the difference between their best laps, so it's not out of the question for David Bartholomew to see if he can find a way past, and he will be really trying to get that win under his belt as well. Peter Bowe, 3rd place, World Championship leader, wants to make sure he gets 1 over on Mark Guller, who is directly behind him, so that will be an interesting battle for 3rd place. Perhaps Peter Bowe can see if he can find a move past David Bartholomew in the closing stages of this race. And we'll see then. Looks like we will probably have 1 more lap, in fact, but yeah, we will. The last lap board is at the ready alongside the green flag. We have 1 more racing lap in this.
Yeah, so David Bartholomew will be wondering what he can do. The tyre temperature would have cooled quite a lot. This has been pretty slow behind the safety car. We know Bill Cowley is very good on cold tyres. We saw his impressive move, or I saw it anyway, his impressive move on Peter Bowe at the beginning here at Charlie, so he won't be too concerned, I wouldn't think anyway, by the slow lap behind the safety car. We even about trying to build some temperature into his tyre. 1 lap down to the flag. 1 lap down to the flag. Charlie, and then safety car is now pulling into the pit lane now, and he's got to get over the line here. Bill Cowley's gone for it, and that's quite a sizable gap he's got against David Bartholomew. Green flag is waved, final lap of this race then, and we make our way you mentioned your past Richard Jenkins, but he's going past Steve Boover as well now on the run up towards the right-hander at Park Corner. He's gone through, so Hodkin has gone up to 5th, where we thought he might be able to get to. Presumably, nothing more than that is going to be possible though, but it's a good drive this from Dave Hodkin, that is for sure. But Bill Cowley pushing on up over the curve, coming out of the gooseneck. For 3rd position, Peter Bowe starting to come under threat from Mark Glover, but Bill Cowley on his way, looking set to take his 3rd win of the season.
He is indeed, as he makes his way to the bottom of the mountain. A heck of a lap for Peter Bowe, drawing close back down to the mountain challenge as well. for the race past 750 Formula Championship. Far behind is Peter Bove, who rounds off the podium with Barcelona. And a great race as well for the number 16. Place overall with 9th place going away with Barley in the number 11 and 10th place the number 39 of Hugh Davis won it down. Overall won that Class B category with Jake Doherty just finishing behind him there by about 5/6 of a second there. Well, a last lap charge, and that was a perfectly timed restart there for Bill Cowley. Built up that gap, and even though David Bartholomew managed to close that in by nearly a second, Bill Cowley did enough on the restart to make sure he wasn't caught.
Yes, that all shows you how important that restart was for Bill Cowley, doesn't it? Because Bartholomew had the pace to challenge if he were close enough, but obviously that wasn't the case. I mean, Cowley dropped back from the safety car, thinking so he could get a good run through the last corner, and he timed that to perfection. So great stuff there from Bill Cowley, a third win of the season, and after the disasters of Silverstone, very much bringing his championship campaign into position. Quite early stages in this championship. We've only had the 4 races before now, so where most of the other championships are halfway distant, heading into the second half here at Captain Path. The 750 Formula Championship, more second half of the season heavy, but nevertheless, great ride there from Bill Cowley, and maybe it really gets the back of the front. So of course that race that we may have expected is actually going to come later, because we have another 750 Formula race this afternoon. Yeah, really excellent stuff up there from Bill. Now he's both continuing his home run. He's going to home in every race. He's going to been able to do that. So we'll see these cars out again right towards the end of the day. Up next, though, we head back into the history of 754 with the older cars. The 85 of race pass, sorry, 754 and series to the up in England time. They will indeed, and whilst their cars make their way out onto the track, we shall bring you the grid and how they line up.